Okay. So first we'll be reacting to this stupid game I found. It's actually not stupid. It's pretty fun. They start with e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4. Common. And then he decides to do the fried lever. Yeah, it's over for either side. Standard. Yeah, that's a mistake. You sack your knight. Oh, he does. And then he just gives up his queen, because why not at this point? And then loses. And this guy over here, same guy, does this. Has anyone ever seen this before? This is the dumbest move I've seen. Like, you just take the pawn here. You fork him. Just fork him. Anyway, main topic. Let's watch Gotham Chess's video.
Ren versus Alireza Firouzja. I will show you Vincent Keimer versus Gukesh, and I will show you Fabiano Caruana versus Levon Aronian. And for whatever reason, like, the cutoff here is just removing the Y and the G. I don't know what's happening on chess.com, but reigning defender. He's lost 7, and he's playing Alireza Firouzja. And it is a very unique setup, by the way. So d4 is actually a king's pawn opening, right? And so on. d4 played, and Alireza plays f5. So it's the Dutch defense, kind of. This is in traditional circumstances, the Dutch defense.
No, it's not.
Players develop their pawns like this, and Alireza opens up the center right away, trying to get his bishop and his queen active. This bishop is active as well. Ding keeps the tension with knight to d3, trying to get his opponent to capture, maybe play e4. Alireza also keeps the tension, bringing out his knight to defend the center. Knight g3,
of course,
and Ding's horse goes for a walk. All right, he's going to take his horse down the Old Town Road. He's going to ride till he can't no more. He's attacking this pawn on g7, which would then attack the queen. Alireza thinks for a bit, plays knight e7.
Or that.
Starting with a blank page can be overwhelming. Grammarly gives you a head start. Simply type a prompt to...
Whoa. Knight, this is actually a fascinating position. Ding ends up going queen h4. Knight h5 is almost a losing move. Ding Liren is nearly in a losing position after 6 turns. And the reason is kind of insane. This pawn does not need to be protected. Because
That's crazy.
the knight has no way home. You cannot play g4 because I just go here. You have no way home. You now have to go in and perish. This is absolutely unbelievable. Ding plays knight g3, knight h5, and Alireza finds this beautiful defense.
Yo, I saw that. How did Ding Liren, the world champion, not see this?
Defensive resource. And Ding has to go here, and now g5.
Whoa, they're so
And the
smart.
reigning, defending world champion of chess is going to lose a knight after 6 moves.
Bad move.
This is the cruelty of Fischer Random. This is the cruelty of Chess 960, of freestyle chess, of Chess 9LX, or whatever damn branding they want to throw on it to make it more mainstream. F4, knight to h5. White is lost because there's no way to protect the knight. You can't take the pawn. H4, g5, he's got to take, if you're wondering. He can't play here.
Why?
Because he's just going to lose the piece. Maybe there was a way out. Like, maybe he could have played queen g4. He could have went here. Bishop here, knight g7, he could have lost the queen, knight here, then he could have went like here, and yeah, there, tried to escape. No, g5, he takes and...
No, you still lose a knight.
Trying to
lose a knight. Where's the knight going, bro?
No, g5, he takes and he just straight up goes down a knight.
Damn.
He's just straight up down a piece. Like, there was one way to survive, and he did not find it. And, you know, again, he ended up kind of looking like a genius because he had a bit of an advantage, like, with pieces. meaning his pieces were very strong and he was pressuring a lot, but Ali
pawn.
Reza goes here and just develops the rest of his pieces and castles queenside.
Let's go.
He's just up a whole piece. Ding has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pawns versus Ali Reza's 4, so Ding is not totally losing.
No, he's
But
totally
Ali Reza
losing.
just brings out the rest of his. He just simplifies.
Bro is down
and starts an
3
attack.
points.
And I mean, this rook over here is actually doing a huge amount of damage. The bishop is a sniper. White's extra pawns are not felt.
Every bishop
And
is
Ali
a
Reza
sniper,
plays
bro.
cleanup. Look at this. Knight d5. What a nice idea to take. You can't take back. Oh my goodness. You can't take back because of bishop b6. And Ali Reza cleans up. Queen h2.
Whoa.
Ding resigns. Resigns because queen h1 is on the way. White just has nothing. You can't play queen d4. Because I go here and I get queen g1 and I win. And
Yeah, no shit.
unfathomable. And today there was a screenshot because the players are wearing heart rate monitors.
Heart rate monitors?
Just to, you know, make it more exciting for the fans. And
Yo, so like, when I'm playing chess, my heart rate goes through the roof. When he plays chess, his heart rate goes through the roof. So at this point, they're trying to monitor whose heart rate goes through the roof during the actual game. That's crazy.
And, there was a moment his heart rate was 160, which, like, I hope that's a glitch because 160 is like running. I mean,
his knight is trying to run from danger, bro. Think about it.
that would be really tragic if he had like anxiety or panic because of, I don't know, chess or something.
Chess is pretty panicky.
Really, I don't know what's. I just
Next.
So we will be set up.
Yo, let's get to the next game.
These guys decide to attack the center right away. They try to open up the king and the queen. Knight g6, identical position. Knight b3, knight d6. So that's the way the imbalance is immediately created. Knight b3, knight d6, and now Gukesh plays knight f5. So he voluntarily moves a piece 2 times, but his idea is to, of course, dislodge the defense of the center. So making it difficult to defend the center. Yeah, Vincent.
What if you just go to e7, bro? You just attack.
He's not going to do that. Vincent instead plops his knight on c4 and says, hey, Gukesh, who's going to protect this pawn?
The king.
Gukesh plays queen c3,
Okay,
which defends. And now we have an opening of the center. DE. FE.
Okay.
ED. Queen d4 check. DE.
What?
FE. ED. Queen d4 check. And Vincent voluntarily moves his king.
Whoa.
So he can't castle that way, and he can't castle that way either.
No shit.
Right here, despite being weakened of the king,
Why wouldn't you trade queens?
Gukesh can't do anything.
Damn.
He can't develop that way, and he can't develop that way. And if white plays bishop f2, black will play c6, bring the bishop, and get in. So you could castle, but then I go here, and you're going to lose a rook, because that's Fisher freaking random for you. So that's not going to work.
Okay,
Suddenly
bro.
Gukesh is like, wait a minute, plays knight e3, and Vincent just brings out his queen, brings out his knight.
Damn.
Gukesh tries to create counterplay.
Wait, what? Am I brain dead? Is this not a free knight? Knight takes knight. Okay. Oh, queen takes. Imagine he did knight takes.
Now we have knight takes e3 check because it's Fisher random and the damn king is in the center. And queen b4. And Vincent is just targeting the white position. It is not easy to make a move here. Now Gukesh makes a king move to get the king out of the center. But now here comes a5 and the bishop. Oh my goodness. Who called for an order of the bishop from the edge of the board? Knight c5, rook d8. It looks like you didn't even need to castle. And now knight c4 is a threat. Everything is a threat. c3, queen c4, knight back to d7. You can't move the knight because you are pinned.
Because it's pinned.
Gukesh plays here. And Vincent loses up a knight. And a pawn.
And a pawn.
And then he ends the game in style. Rook d1, he ends the game in style. Bishop e6. Targeting the rook, targeting the queen. And if you take the queen, I take your queen. And if you take, I take. And then if you take, I take. And you are down a knight in an endgame. And I don't care if we started with Fisher random, chess 960, or chess 9LX. I will beat you in this endgame.
What is chess 9LX?
You are down a knight. That was a weird one. That was a weird game. This happened, but in this,
I think
stuff just happens. And this is Levon versus Fabiano. These guys have played each other probably like 70 times, if not 100 times. E4, E5. So these guys just play like a E4, E5 game. But then there we see this setup. We saw this exact same. This is a carbon copy. But Fabiano plays these three and then plays bishop c4.
Why?
Okay, so plays bishop c4. That's not a move that we've seen yet. Knight ce2. Clearly Fabiano's idea was to get rid of this bishop. He did not. He thought that bishop was an issue, and he thought getting rid of it was going to be easier. b3, and there he takes. That was Fabiano's idea. That is why he spent 13 minutes and decided, you know what, before I do anything, I'm going to play bishop c4. I want to trade the bishop, which is interesting. I mean, we'll see if this decision was correct. Queen f7.
Why would you not take with the queen?
And now Levon has many choices, but he just takes as much space as possible. Just like in traditional chess, space is good, man. It is really difficult to play a game.
Space is good. You go to space.
Game of chess when you don't have space, all right? When you are lacking. Fabiano
got them chess
castles. And Levon doesn't wait at all. He plays d5. He just continues to march forward.
That's what I would have played. Since I'm a professional chess
forward into Fabiano's territory. And this is a very close position. Both sides have 8 pawns. In positions like this, you look at maneuvers of pieces, but you also look at pawn breaks. And I got news for you. Fabiano ain't never playing this move, f5. He is never playing that move for 2 reasons. Number one, it loses a pawn. But even if it doesn't lose a pawn, it opens up the line of assault at your king. And I'm not sure you want to do that.
Shoot, the stream isn't working. I just noticed. Damn. How do you fix this? Shoot.
So
I think we end it here, chat. I don't know how to stream.